This tutorial is going to show you how to make one-to-one scale maps inside Sandbox 2 for using Crysis. We're going to use data from Google Earth to make these maps. So what we first need to do is launch Google Earth. Let it load here. Make sure and turn off all the layers over here so you don't get any clutter in your image. And then find an island you want to model. So I'm going to zoom into the island where they filmed Castaway, which is just off the coast of Fiji. I actually made a model of this island once before, but I actually did not make it one-to-one scale. I made it smaller because I felt it was too big, until I actually started trying to add extra things to the island and found out it was too small. So we're going to make a one-to-one scale image of this island. Now what I'm going to do is pressing Alt and using the mouse scroll wheel, zoom in and out until I get a nice good centering on the island. Now what we're going to do is use this as a reference image for later. So let's go ahead and do a file, save image, and call this reference image. Okay, now what we want to do is figure out how big of a map we need inside Sandbox 2. So go up to this ruler, change it to meters, move it off the image here, and let's pick our island from end to end. So you can see it's 2,272 meters long. So I figure a 2048 by 2048 size map will end up encompassing the whole island. So what we want to do, let me open that back up and clear the ruler, is make a box that gives us a reference image so we figure out exactly what images we need to capture in order to make a detailed texture. So what we're going to do is launch Google SketchUp, delete this guy here, and press this Get Current View. If you don't have the button, you can go to Tools, Google Earth, Get Current View. Now what that did is actually took a snapshot of the current view, and it's already at one-to-one scale inside SketchUp. So what we're going to do is draw a rectangle, actually draw a box, and we're going to and if you go down here to this dimensions, after you've clicked it, type 2048 m for meters, 2048 m. Hit enter. And that'll scale our box. Delete the center of the box so you can see through it. Group the edges by right-clicking and going to Make a Group. And then move the box around. And I'm actually going to rotate it because I can fix the north position later inside Sandbox 2 if I really want it to be perfectly accurate. So move this image around until you get it nicely centered. And then hit this Place Model button. What that'll do is pop what you made in SketchUp back into Google Earth. So now we have this lines, tells us exactly what images we need to capture. So let's go ahead and adjust our north position until those lines go pretty much up and down. And so here, this will actually end up being our map inside Sandbox 2. Alright, so what we're going to do is zoom in, figure out about how close you got to zoom in order to get a good resolution image. This looks good. And we're going to zoom all the way up, move until we got the corner of our box a little bit inside of our point of view. And then what we're going to have to do is save this image, scroll over, try to make sure you got areas that overlap. And I'm saving these images, labeling them 1, 2, 3, and 4, making sure I got enough images. And I'm going to skip ahead here until I got some more images to show you. Okay, I actually zoomed out a little bit and saved less images. If you accidentally get this navigator in all your images, You can go to View, Show Navigation, Never. So I'm going to export my last image here. So I have 12 total images. Now before you zoom out, you want to center on the island and go to Tools. Actually, sorry, go to View. Make this my start location. So put this little place mark here, which you can hide by clicking off the check mark. And what this will do is the next time you launch Google Earth, it'll automatically reset to this view. So if you accidentally capture some images that have the Google logo in them, or you need to capture another image from the exact same elevation, you're already set. And now actually, while we're still in Google Earth, we can capture a few more reference images. Go over here and turn on actually Geographic Web. Apparently it did not like that. Okay, but what happened here is you see this little blue dot that showed up. These are actually photographs, geotagged photographs, usually people's vacation photos, and I've clicked on the photograph here. And now you can use these as reference images later. So we'll go ahead and save that image. And if I want to, I can go through and find a few more images. But we'll go ahead and exit out of that. Okay, don't need Google Earth anymore, or SketchUp. Alright, the next tutorial is going to show you how to stitch these images.